Alone, your weather authority, powered by AccuWeather.
Well, we started off the morning wet. It's still wet out there, still tracking quite a few showers, even a few downpours in there, but the heaviest of it has moved just off towards the east, but we're still watching some of those heavier downpours down towards Waveland to Bay St. Louis along I-10. Some very light activity up towards Stone County and George County, and then still a pretty heavy downpour here in Harrison County moving over towards Jackson County. So these are just those hit or miss little downpours. This is going to continue as we go throughout the afternoon. So unfortunately, it is a gloomy Monday. Fortunately, though, look what it's done to our temperatures. We're going to remain in the mid to lower 80s as we go throughout today. So it's feeling pretty pleasant out there. Definitely not as hot and humid as we have been. Notice the rain chances, they do drop, though, as we go throughout the evening. Not going to go to zero, though. So Futurecast showing just a few more of those downpours moving through as we go throughout the afternoon, even to the early parts of the evening. Then by midnight or so, I think most of the area is going to be dry. Maybe a few sprinkles lingering, and that continues into Tuesday as well before rain chances jump back up on Wednesday as a cold front moves in our direction. Here's the latest on the tropics. Everyone's been talking about Dorian, keeping a close eye on it. It's a very, very small storm. I mean, in the grand scale of things, it's right here just towards the east of the Windward Islands, and it has shown signs that it's starting to organize a little bit more. Now, it is still fighting a little bit of dry air, but it's looking a little bit better than yesterday. Also notice the winds are now up to 60 miles per hour. They were at 50 yesterday. The pressure down to 1002 millibars. So that's dropping. Dorian is trying to strengthen a little bit, and we are expecting it to strengthen even more as it moves towards the Windward Islands, making landfall somewhere on the islands tomorrow morning is what it looks like, just shy of hurricane, Category 1 hurricane. Notice sustained wind 70 miles per hour. It's very possible that it makes landfall as a hurricane, but regardless, it's forecasted to move up into the Caribbean. Notice strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane as it approaches the Puerto Rico area. Now, the big question with the forecast at the moment is, where does Dorian go in relationship to these islands? Keep in mind, there are some very tall mountains in the Dominican Republic, and if Dorian travels over those mountains, it's very possible that it helps disrupt, maybe even destroy a lot of the storm. It's also possible that Dorian, we call it threading the needle, moves in between Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic and is able to hang on to its strength as it moves into the Bahamas. So current thinking is Dorian maintains itself, moves into the Bahamas, and then we have it as a tropical storm in the Bahamas as we go into this weekend. This part of the forecast, though, has a lot of uncertainty because we're just going to have to see how it interacts with these islands down here. Now, once it gets in the Bahamas, we're going to have to keep a very close eye on it. Our upper level pattern might start to turn Dorian a little bit towards the west. There's still some uncertainty there, but it is something we're keeping a very close eye on. So once Dorian, if it survives, moves past the islands, we're going to be watching this ridge build a little bit further towards the west, and what that could do is nudge Dorian a little bit further to the west. So that's something we're watching. There's still a lot of uncertainty with that part of the forecast, so nothing set in stone. Not too terribly concerned with it at the moment, but it is a reminder and it is a reason we're still keeping a very close eye on Dorian, even though it's so far away from the Gulf Coast. So in the meantime, we're going to have the rain today, showers and thunderstorms likely, clearing a little bit tomorrow, better rain chances on Wednesday. Once that front moves through, though, look at Thursday and Friday, nice and sunny, temperatures in the upper 80s, lower humidity, and then it doesn't last long. We see the humidity and the heat return as we go into the weekend.